So what I'm saying is the stellar sodium chloride solution is also an ingredient in this preparation. Okay, but it is only guiding us the amount of preparation that we should have, and it will determine the maximum quantity of the preparation. So at first, the preparation was 100 mils. You can see from the formula, the preparation was 100 mils. Let me see. Okay, this is the formula. You see, so the preparation at first for this artificial tear, it was 100 mil. Not so. That was the preparation. Now, what we need is that we need the preparation for this because we have a lot of patients maybe, or the demand is very high. What we have is not enough, isn't it? So we need to prepare a lot. What are we doing when we're preparing a lot? We are enlarging the formula. Not so. We had a smaller quantity. Now, in the end, after we prepare, we're going to have a larger quantity. So that part, this one, I'm saying the way this was prepared, this one, the first the question or the preparation was that they added 1.4 grams of polyvinyl alcohol, 0.6 grams of povidone, chlorbutanol, 0.5 grams. Everything was being added. For example, maybe it was in a beaker or a calibrated cylinder or anything that can be used for when preparing something. Now, after those were added and mixed, now the solution was added. So if you look at these, maybe they only made up to approximately maybe 3 mils or 2 mils, 2-point-something mils. So the rest of the preparation was in stellar sodium chloride. They started adding now the solution until the mark of 100 mils. And this is the reason why you have to use a calibrated cylinder or a measuring cylinder or maybe a beaker because it has got those measurements. So they started adding now 100 mils up to, the stellar sodium chloride solution up to the mark of 100 mils. Now, we are saying from this same preparation, if we have to use it to prepare 360 mils, what do we do? So what we do is calculate the factor. After we've calculated the factor, given that you have to prepare 360 mils, the 300, the add now make up to 360. It changes. It's a new formula now. So what we are preparing here, we just put 360 because that will be our new quantity of the entire preparation. So here becomes 360. Then this also will change when you multiply by the factor. So there is nothing like maybe we change or what. We're just multiplying each one of them by the factor. Now I'm saying even for the 360, if you want, the factor is 3.6. You can still multiply. Now in that where is the formula? You can still multiply. You've seen here where there's 360. I can still say 100 mils multiplied by 3.6. What I'll get is 360. Okay, but I'm not going to say equals 360. Okay, what we're going to say is add 360 mils. What this means is that you have a solution, you are adding to a beaker or a measuring cylinder until you reach the mark of 360. Okay?
All right. No, it's clear. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Mark Lawrence. We move on. Should we move on? Bright? Okay.
Yes, we move
Bright.
on, sir.
Right? Should we move on? Okay, Kennedy. Okay. Question 5. Okay, question 5. So we have a preparation again. Now, this time around, you are preparing dexamethasone eye drops, or sorry, eye ointment. That's ophthalmic ointment, eye ointment. So in each of these given ingredients, we need to prepare a new formulation. The formulation should contain the same ingredients. The only thing that is going to change now is that we are going to multiply by a factor to come up with new quantities of the preparation. So from this ophthalmic preparation, we have been told that prepare. So I want you to be getting, when you're reading your question, you even identify certain things. Identify the given quantity, identify the desired quantity. Then everything's gonna be okay. So in this case now, we've been told to say, prepare 7.5 grams of the ointment. What does the 7.5 mean to us? What does the 7.5 meal, so the 7.5 grams mean to you when you read that question?
The desired quantity.
So yes, thanks, Robert. The 7.5 grams is what we are actually supposed to prepare, and that is the desired quantity, okay? Or the desired formula. Now, when you go through the preparation, you have dexamethasone sodium phosphate. Now, that is your active ingredient, and the rest are just additives. You have lanolin anhydrous, you have mineral oil, and you have white petrolatum. Then you are saying, for white petrolatum, add. Have you seen it? Add 100 grams. So we're saying you have all these ingredients, continue adding them, add the 55, add the, weigh and add 55, weigh and add 5 grams, weigh and add 10 grams. But when you reach at petrolatum, continue adding, you start from adding, from minimum, continue adding until you reach 100 grams. So what does the 100 grams mean? 100 grams, it means the entire preparation should do weigh 100 grams. So if I have 55, 5, and 10, it means I have 60, 70. When I add the first three, 55, 5, and 10, it will be 70. I'm not going to weigh 30 for petrolatum. No, don't weigh 30. But whatever you have in stock, continue adding from the 70, just continue adding until you reach 100 grams. That's what it means. Remember, don't weigh. Even the previous question we are covering, after you have added your weight, the first three, and then you say, okay, let me calculate the meals for this one. No, don't do that. What you do when there is add is whatever you have added in the measuring cylinder or a beaker or on a beam balance, just continue adding the last one until, wow, that is a Coke.
So, yeah, I wanted to ask a question just on the question.
We need that chicken, right?
Also supposed to bring it for you.
Yes.
Yes, so you mentioned of adding 55, 5, and 10, making up 70, but the first one is 55 milligrams. Do we consider this milligrams and the grams? So the addition, are we supposed to convert it or just like that?
Oh, all right. Okay, thanks. My eyes are becoming odd. Thank you. So don't add 55 milligrams. Sorry, 55 converts to grams. Huh? Is it?
Yeah.
Convert the 55 to grams. Sorry, yeah. Convert the 55 milligrams to grams. What are you doing to me?
Sir, should I say something?
Yes.
My thinking is that I think it should be maintained because this 55 milligrams is equivalent to 100, which is the total, and therefore it means that even for 7.5 grams, it should be able to reduce, but it should be maintained in the same measure.
I can't get you.
Yeah, my thinking is that this 55 milligrams is meant to be put in the total measure, which for white petroleum, 100 grams. Therefore, the same measure should be maintained, except it will reduce because the meter this time is less, which is 7.5 grams.
Yeah, like
Yes,
what you're
that's what I
preparing.
think.
Our given formula is quite big compared to what we are preparing. So in this case, I know we are reducing. So each one of these is going to reduce. But I think the concern is that, sorry, I made the mistake when I was adding. I didn't convert the 5 because these are milligrams. So all the units must be the same, right? So all the units must be the same, but this one I didn't convert. So convert the 55 milligrams into grams. So you weigh now those grams for dexamethasone, weigh the grams for ranolene and mineral oil, add them in, maybe it's on a beam balance or anything you're using for when you're preparing this. Maybe you weigh and put in a beaker, weigh, put in a beaker, weigh, put in a beaker. Then get now your petrolatum, continue adding it until you reach the mark of 100 grams or until you reach the weight of 100 grams. So thanks so much, Mr. Nkoma, Mackenzie. Thank you. You can mute your mic. Thank you so much for that. So what we need now, we have the desired formula, which is 7.5, and our given formula is 100 grams. So all we need now is to calculate the factor and then multiply each ingredient by that factor. So our desired formula is 7.5. Given formula is 100 grams. So the factor is therefore 7.5 divided by 100 grams is equal to 0.075. So already from the formula, you can see that this is a decimal, or it's a fraction, a decimal fraction, and it's less than 1. So if you have a factor that is less than 1, it means what you're doing is you're reducing the formula. So each of the ingredients in the preparation is going to reduce. Okay, so this is milligram. Yeah, so you the 0.075 multiplied by each ingredient in the preparation. So you have 55 milligram by this, you get that. 5 grams by the same factor, you get that. 10 grams by the same factor, you get 0.75 grams. And then when you reach on the what you're preparing, you simply say add, meaning make up to. So you continue adding the petrolatum until you reach a weight of 7.5 grams. So this and the first number 4 and number 5 are basically almost the same. The only difference is that what we are preparing here are grams. In question 4, we were preparing the meals. So the two are almost the same. Okay. Can we move on? Are there questions? So if you want, just for the final preparation. If you want, you can put in brackets how you came up with the 7.5. You can put 0. So you had what was there? Petrolatum.
There was 100.
100. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you can say 100 grams in brackets, multiplied by 0.075. Then you close the brackets. Okay. What I want in the end is you now to include the add. So add, then brackets show that, then 7.5 grams. Still okay. I don't want you to just say white paper, because I've seen these mistakes. Most students or most people are practicing, they'll say white petrolatum, they won't put add, okay? They'll just go straight white petrolatum, 100 grams times 0.07, and then they put 7.5. So if this is carrying 10 marks, you get 5 marks and you lose 5 marks. It means you haven't understood. You are just simply calculating, huh? You've become like a calculator. That's all. No, I want you to understand. When you see something like add or make up to, then you need to understand what that means. Last question for today, question 6. Sometimes these reducing and enlarging formulae may be given in what we call parts. So they'll say maybe we are preparing 500 mils of a certain preparation, an ointment, a cream, or a gel. But from this preparation, there is this ingredient that's got maybe 10 parts, the other ingredient 2 parts, another one 1 part. Okay. The only thing at the end of the day, we want to know these parts, what do they represent? How many milligrams or how many grams or how many mils do they represent? You get the point, huh? Or these parts, how many milligrams or grams do they represent in this preparation? So in this case, we are required to prepare 1,000 grams of the ointment. Now, these grams are represented by the number of parts of each ingredient. So this one is contributing 5 parts, this one 10 parts, this one 50 parts. So how many parts how many milligrams or grams does each of these parts represent or contribute? So the first thing now we need to understand is how many parts are in this preparation. Copper is contributing 5, zinc oxide 10, and the hydrophilic ointment is contributing 50. So when you add the 3, you get 65 parts in this preparation. Once you have that, then simple. The rest is grade what? Charles, Mpeta. The rest is grade what?
Grade 5.
Grade
5.
Grade 5, yes. So I have no problems from there, because it means that the 1,000 grams, that's what you're preparing, it must contain how many parts? 65 parts. So the rest is subject of the formula or proportionality. If 1,000 grams makes 65 parts, then you start. Therefore, X grams will make it 5 parts. You find for the 5 parts. 1,000 grams will make 65. X will make 10 parts. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 1,000 grams will contain 65 parts. So 1,000 is equal to 65 parts. Then X is equal to 5 parts. Yes?
Oh, I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Where are we getting the 1,000 grams? In the question, I'm seeing 100 grams.
100?
Yes.
Sorry. I should have left. Sorry. I missed 1 0. That means so. Thanks, Davison. Yeah,
All right.
so we are preparing 1,000. Sorry, we are preparing 1,000. Sorry. So that's it. If 1,000 makes the entire 65 parts, then it means 1,000 is equal to 65. Then you start calculating for each one of them. X grams will make 5 parts. So 5 parts, therefore, is represented by 76.92 grams. You go to 10 parts, you find 153. You go to 50 parts, you find 769.23. When you add the 3, just for proving to say, okay, is this correct? You find that all the 3, when you add them, 1, 2, 3, you get 1,000 grams. Unfortunately, time is not with us. Imagine, it's over. But why is this is 9:36? What happened? The time is supposed to be up to 9:45. I don't know. Are there questions? Seems the meeting will cut soon. Are there questions?
No, sir.
No, thank you so much, Moira. Are there questions?
Oh,
Mr. Mdenda Emmanuel, 1,500 grams. And we're saying calcium contributes 5, magnesium 1, this one 4, and the other one 3. So we follow the number of parts, add the total number of parts. Now each of the parts, what does it represent in the preparation? Then the number 2, we have also done this today. Just when you read through, you can see add QS, add 100 mils. So this one means that QS, that's the quantity specification or specified quantity, but you should add up to 100 mils. So we are from doing this. Please take note that the given formula in this case, sorry, the exact formula in this case is not on top. It's below in the question. How many grams of ciprofloxacin would be required to prepare? So you're preparing 200 bottles, each one containing 15 mils. You see? So it's the same one as we did. Then the last one is also something we did. So you have sodium, potassium, chloride, citrate, dextrose. So you're preparing 240, okay? And you have been given 1,000 mils. So water, add 1,000 mils. So we did this one as well. I think that was example number 2 when we started, number 2 or number 3. So the textbook or recommended textbook we need to have is what we call Pharmaceutical Calculations by Howard Ansel. It's a 13th edition. If you have that book, then well and good.
I have
You
a question,
charge.
sir.
Robert, yes.
Yes, I got a little bit confused on the question which has parts. After finding the grams of each ingredient, there is no need of multiplying that with a factor.
No, there is no need.
Okay.
For this one,
So,
for that one, there is no need.
okay.
There is no need for the factor, and there is no need for the desired
Formula.
formula.
The formula. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Thank you, sir.
yeah. So please just practice the tutorial questions, and if you have that textbook, go through. There are main questions. I've just sampled a few. There are main questions. You can pick which ones you would love to work on.